right. All right. Sorry, Trey. Unmute yourself. Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm sorry I did a new thing. I forgot I did it wrong.
What is happening, brother?
Hey man, it still works.
Oh no, my screen is freaking out.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay,
That's
it keeps
funny.
literally going into full screen for some reason.
Oh, that's crazy. Let's see. Okay.
What in the world is happening?
Unmute yourself. Hey guys, sorry, I did a thing and I messed it up. So there you go. I forgot that I have to make them GIFs and not videos, but that's what it is. But anyways, hey Trey, give me a beatbox.
Okay, let's get
it. Hello. How are you doing today? I came to rap because I came not to play. But I gotta say them words together. Oh, now I gotta do it forever by let them go. Oh, what's my little time tonight? But I exhale, breathe, and I'm keeping it tight. I stand up on the mic when I live in my light. I was looking for my dreams, do they doing what's right? And hey, what am I to say? I'm so ill because I'm fresh out of control. And wait, now you know, scout the summer's flow better than the nighttime. This is what I know. Oh, did you really want me to go down? Did you really want to hear my flow right now? Now I'm getting it, yeah, I'm spitting it. I want to be forever, now I know I'm terrific in. Ha, now I gotta get it gone. I know that some days I gotta write a little song by myself, overwhelmed anyways.
Five,
now I gotta
four,
do it like
three,
this my
two,
way. Hey,
one.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows to you, flows to you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows to you, flows to you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows to you, flows to you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows to you, flows to you.
Oh no.
Cool. All right, we're gonna take this off now.
He'll be back, hopefully.
Okay.
So
yeah. What is up, Jason Riley?
I'm good, man. Just chilling out. We'll wait a few seconds for our guest to come back. Maybe his daughter messed something up. We'll find out in a second. There he is. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I disconnected.
Yeah, nope. I, again, been there. I have kids. So, but anyways, now it's time for headlines of, oh, sorry. Trey, go for it.
What is everybody's headline of the week? Brought to you by Jason with a brand new reel that came in. That's pretty awesome, man. I love that overlay.
Thank you. Try to do some work. Though my kids weren't happy about it. They made a total mess under me while I wasn't paying attention. So
Oh, no.
my son's like, give me action figures. They're in the top of my closet. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And my wife's like, I got the action figures. I'm like, oh, I forgot somebody asked me that. So my headline of the week is, Trade, what's your headline of the week? Because I already know you have a good
A circle and a rock has sealed my fate.
Wow. Okay. And mine would be, come on, I have something good. I'm trying, Trey. You don't think I would be ready?
Yeah, we've only done this show 400 times. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. I did it, but I was caught lagging.
Oh, okay. Lagging or lacking?
Lagging.
Okay.
What do you got?
Coffee from yesterday, even though it's cold, still drinkable.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Let's listen to that story. Trey, go for it.
Sure. I had this up, and then I don't know what happened earlier, but it was messing with me. Yeah. So a circle and a rock has sealed my fate. But this might sound ominous, but it's actually a really cool thing. I got engaged Saturday.
Yay!
So this is my girlfriend, now fiance. Her name is Erin. we got to go to this park. It's actually a corporate park of Papa John's, and they have a waterfall. And so there I am proposing, and she says yes. She gets up and we hug. But this is the place where I did it at. The waterfall is to her left, my right in the picture. It is very awesome. This place is like super scenic. Not a lot of people know it exists, which is hilarious because when I first told her where we were getting our 1 year pictures, yes, that was a ruse.
Now it makes more sense why you have the setup. I was like, how do you talk her out of that setup? Makes sense now. Okay.
No. We took pictures before we ever got down there.
Oh, okay. So
and then she realized, as we were obviously already there, but it didn't matter at that point. So
yeah, good job.
She says that she had an inkling, but I threw her off. So there's a whole story to it. I can tell you later. But yeah. So I'm an engaged man as of Saturday at 9:40 in the morning. So
awesome,
we got some
man.
really good pictures. We also got engagement pictures right then and there. But yeah, so I love her very, very much. As you can tell, I give my life to her. So boom, bam, bop, bada, bop, boom, pow. That is my headline of the week, and probably for the year. So
yeah, probably. That's
more than likely.
So I finally premiered my puppet show, and so we had some issues moving it around. I made a longer edit, and it was good. And then I showed it to a bunch of people that like puppets, and then it was buffering the whole time.
Oh my gosh!
So 8 minutes of just like I spent all this time making the animations of the puppets like perfect, and then the video that they saw was just like stills with voices. It was terrible.
Wait, what?
Because I showed it in a Zoom and I wasn't in control of it, so the person that played it didn't let it buffer. So instead, it just was going like in stills. So nobody, like all the work I did to make the edits look cool didn't matter because it was just all stills moving slowly.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm doing a second premiere next week, and so that should go better. But now I know. So, but it was just funny. It's like I did all this work, and then it just didn't go the well. Hence the reason I got motivated to do some upgrades on our thing. I still haven't done our upgrade of our intro, but I'll be working on that. That'll be cool. All right. So, all right. How do I say your name again? Because I'm gonna totally forget.
Gumaro.
Gumaro.
Yeah, Gumaro.
Gumaro, what is your headline of the week? Or tell us your story. Why is coffee good the next day?
Well, I got some coffee like the night before the drink, and it was fresh, fresh cup. And then I meant to just watch some videos and drink it, and I just let it sit there. And then the next morning, I was in a rush to get to work, and I was like, I saw that it was still there, and I grabbed it and then just drank it cold like that. And it made me think like, okay, well, it's basically iced coffee without the iced coffee, so that's why I said cold coffee from the day prior is still drinkable.
Yeah, there you go. I learn this lesson all the time when I will drink a coffee. I'll wake up early. My daughter doesn't wake up till like noon because she's like a party harder, and so she's 2. She's 3. She just turned 3.
A hard partier.
Yeah, my brain. She's 3. She just turned 3, and but what will happen is I'll be getting her milk and stuff ready for her for breakfast when she gets up, and then she'll walk out the room with my coffee from either the day before or 4 hours earlier, and she's like, "Ooh, coffee," and I'm like, "No, you cannot drink that. I do not want to deal with this." Because she's already trouble, but on caffeine it's worse. So there you go. That's my that's me taking over yours. So coffee is great. Now, Trey, it's time for something else.
Yes, it is. It is actually one of my favorite parts of today's show. It is time for a quiz. Let's frickin' get it. Sweet. So, so please say your name one more time for me so we are not mispronouncing it.
Gumaro.
Gumaro. Okay. So now that we've heard it a million times because
you think as anime guys we could pull off Gumaro.
Gumaro.
There's so many anime dudes that
Gumaro.
Gumaro, yeah.
Anyway,
Gumaro,
so today's quiz is against Gumaro and Jason. You guys will get a whole bunch of questions that I'm going to throw at you. It is a true or false question today, so it should be fairly easy, 50-50, either way. You don't even know, because the crazy part about this quiz is that it's crazy fun facts about life. You will be pitted up against Jason, but don't worry, the odds are in your favor. You
With
get
Hunger Games now?
you get to answer any and all questions I throw at your way. We'll be kind of going back and forth to see who goes first. And with that, we like to allow our guests to go first. So, Gumaro, you get to answer the first question first. So, true or false? Crazy fun facts about life. Oh. Is Australia wider than the moon? True or false? You can time it, I promise. You got this.
I'm gonna say false.
Okay?
This is great.
Go ahead, Jason. True or false?
True.
So here's the crazy fact. Australia is wider than the moon. The moon sits at 3,400 kilometers or 2,113 miles in diameter, while Australia's diameter from east to west is almost 4,000 kilometers or 2,485 miles. That's buck wild. But now we'll go to Jason. True or false? Headphones can decrease the bacteria in your ears.
False.
Okay. Gumaro, same question. Headphones can
say
decrease.
false.
Okay.
False.
Congratulations. It's actually true. They can increase the bacteria in your ears. So you guys both got it right. Wearing headphones for just 1 hour can increase the bacteria in your ears by 700 times.
Yep.
That's gross.
Imagine how rough it is in the airport.
I don't even talk about it. All right, Gumaro, you get next crack at the next question. The Eiffel Tower gets shorter in the summer. True or false?
False.
Okay, Jason?
Just because. True.
Okay, well, it's actually false. When the iron heats up, the tower can be up to 15 centimeters or 6 inches taller due to thermal expansion. That's buck wild. So Gumaro gets that question right, Jason.
Oh.
Jason, human teeth are the only part of the body that can't heal themselves. True or false?
True.
Okay. Gumaro?
Oh, that's. Oh.
I'm gonna say false.
You said you were breaking up a little bit. You said true?
I'm gonna say false.
I think you said true, though.
Yeah, I said true.
Oh, well, that's correct, because that is true. Teeth are not made of live tissue and are coated in enamel, which cannot spontaneously regenerate.
Wait, so can your eye regenerate?
Yeah, it heals. Everything in your body can heal other than your teeth.
Okay.
Surprise. Well, how do you think your eyes recover after eye surgery, Jason? Anyway, so moving on. Gumaro, you get first crack at the next question, and this is actually our final question of the night, so we can move right along with the show. Switzerland prohibits the ownership of just one guinea pig. True or false?
I'm gonna say false.
Okay. Jason?
True.
Why?
Because you gotta have a pair to make that love. Oh, yeah.
I don't know where that came from. Okay, cool. So here's the crazy part. It is true. Guinea pigs are such social creatures that one guinea pig would get lonely, so having just one is considered animal abuse in Switzerland. That's crazy. But here's the thing. Since you guys are so neck and neck with this quiz, I don't even actually know who's on the top.
Wow. It's your one job for this whole episode is to score this quiz rightly and fairly.
And your job during this part of the show is to be quiet, Jason. So anyway, moving on. Here's the thing.
You're distracted by...
this is the coup de grace,
All right.
the mansion, the yacht. This is double time, overtime, everything time.
Okay.
This is anybody's game. Jason.
All right.
Jason.
You're a liar from the pits of Hades.
Oh, wow. Okay. What is the color of my notes taskbar? Go, Gumaro.
I'm gonna say purple.
Jason?
I'm gonna say teal.
That's so tough. Gumaro, congratulations, you win!
Oh, so close. So close.
Oh, man. He picked teal. I don't know why, but it is purple because there is the theme going on right now. It might have been good because these jellyfish are kind of tealish. But yeah, Gumaro, you win the quiz. Congratulations. You get a nice little trinket that we get to throw your way. It is our nice little Jaime NFT. Great job from Jay Pineapples. He's actually in our comments right now.
Nope.
No, he's not. I lied. Olaf Slayer's in our
I
comments.
thought it was him too. I don't know why.
He says, wow, Jay could actually win for once. Sadly, he didn't. But congratulations, brother. You get our nice little Jaime NFT whenever we actually make it an NFT. But that's the quiz. Jason, why is Gumaro on the show today?
Well, when I asked Gumaro what we could do for a better year, he said, let your creativity soar and don't let the comparisons clip your wings. In a beautiful, I would say, yet timeless quote. I'm pretty sure that came from AI, but still a nice answer. Why, Gumaro, do we need to let our creativity soar and not let the comparisons clip our wings for a better year?
I think it's like, creators, whether it's photography or like, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Oh, it's okay. Oh. Oh, this is when my terrible parenting comes in, and I just grab some ice cream. And I'm like, let's eat some ice cream. Let's see. Do I have anything cool in here? Yeah, it's so interesting how our creativity can be in a way, and we can be so afraid of what people think, or how people say, "Hey, we're like this," or "We're like that." And I deal with that all the time, especially with kids' music or with rapping in general. Like people all the time are like, "Well, you're not as good as Harry Mack," and I'll just say, "Yes, that's true. I'm not, but I've been doing it longer."
There's very few people that are. I mean, that's okay.
But I've been doing it longer than him, and I have a better beard. That's not true. He has an amazing beard.
I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good beard, Jason.
Oh, thanks, man. But I do
What I
think
would
that
say. No, I'm just kidding.
comparisons do get in the way of those kind of things. And guys, Gumaro back. Again, I have a 3-year-old. I live this life. I understand. What do you
Things happen.
Do you ever deal with comparisons in your own self, Trey, when it comes to doing music? Or
Oh
doing
no,
things?
all the time. I
Better
can't
than ice cream, pizza.
I can't stand I love and hate listening to other beatboxers. It's a love-hate relationship because I know there's people better than me. You don't have to tell me that. There is world championships for a reason, and I will probably never be there because the skills that these people throw out of their mouth is absolutely insane. And quite frankly, I don't know how they don't damage their voice box.
Sure.
And it's super cool to watch and listen to and be a part of. But granted, I'll never be on stage like that. Now, have I performed in front of a lot of people before? All the time. Will I make millions of dollars beatboxing? No. And I have to be okay with that. And it's okay. I can't let that stop me from continuing to beatbox.
Well, I mean, if you really consider it, Trey, you're one of the only people, one of the only beatboxers that is actually, I know, I say it too, and one of the only beatboxers that ACL pays yearly to come and perform. So, there's that.
My fiance just so happened to enter the chat.
Ooh, fancy. So all right, back. You did a good move. Pizza's even better than ice
Yeah,
cream.
yeah. Yeah, she's fine. No, what I was going is like, with creators and being a creator, you tend to get to a point where when you first start doing work, doing your stuff, you have a mindset of like, oh, this is fun, this is exciting. And then once you start getting better at your craft, then you start essentially comparing yourself to other creators in that field. And what it ends up doing, it ends up questioning your ability to be able to say, oh, I can create something similar. And then you start questioning your ability to do that as far as like in photography, creating
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's hard, especially with that. I mean, I said as a rapper, me and Trey were just talking about this. Like, it's so easy to be in that place where you're like, oh, I remember, and it's so much easier when you're younger and you just don't know any better. Like when I first started doing music, I like just didn't know that there were better people, or didn't know that I wouldn't get paid, or I just didn't know these things, so I just went with all my power. And then as I get older, then I'm like, oh, what's the point of even trying? There's 100 million people better than me. What's the point of even trying to do something? And you're right, it's so easy to, and I think that this little thing is, it's so easy to let those things clip your wings and not allow you to soar, because it's just like Trey wants to be a voice actor, and so many times he can get overwhelmed with those kind of things, and it's like, but you're the only person with your voice, and it's like you have an opportunity to do something cool, and the creativity part is the interesting part, right? It's like we're gonna come up with something else that nobody else has come up with. And that's an amazing thing. So what got you first into photography?
So that how that ended up happening is my wife was doing a lot of triathlons and marathon running, and this was when like Instagram was like kind of not a big thing, and the influencers weren't such a big thing yet. And
Sure.
so she started early in that.
You're fine. Again, we've had worse sounds happening during the show.
I wish you would just start raking the mic. It'd be beautiful if it like picked up just like the chalkboard effect.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Oh, I hate that sound. Woo, man. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That gave me chills just now, actually.
I apologize, guys.
No,
So,
you're good, man.
As I said, we've had worse
Yes!
sounds.
Yes!
We've had worse sounds. So you should find a
No,
fidget
so-
spinner.
So this is yeah.
At least she's enjoying herself.
Yeah. So with that
This is the one day, Trey, I don't need to do any bits.
You just have to laugh, man.
yeah. So she started doing that, and then a lot of companies started reaching out to promote some of their stuff, like some of the
Okay.
gear, some of the equipment. And so in return, they basically at that time was like, we send you product, you send us some kind of photos or some videos to post on our website or Instagram to promote the product. And so, we had to hire a photographer to do that. And so essentially it starts getting expensive. And so we
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so we ended up like eventually she got a camera and she's like, here, I need you to learn. So I ended up going on YouTube and then essentially just learning everything that I know now.
Yeah. That's awesome. Again, it's so funny how those little things can like motivate you to do something different. And was that even like a thing that you want? Like, it doesn't even sound like something you were even interested in at first. You were just kind of like, well, she needs somebody to take pictures. I might as well do something.
Yeah, I wasn't really interested in photography. I didn't really follow any photographers or look at any of their work. Mm-hmm. And I was at that time I was into video gaming, and so
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so like essentially like that kind of like, okay, well maybe I can start using this to like start streaming, and that never played off. And then I fully went full send on the photography stuff, and then just learned on it and then just started creating from there.
Yeah. I always go, ooh, I want to upgrade my cameras to like to actual photo cameras, and then like I'll talk to my buddy who just updated his studio, and he's like, yeah, could you help me resell this $800 lens I just bought? And I'm like, oh yeah, guess I'm not gonna be able to upgrade my camera.
Yeah, that's one thing I should have learned at the beginning, is that the camera body it's important, but the lens is the bigger factor, because that'll give you a lot better images than the camera body would. It's always the camera body is a great tool, but the lens is really what makes that photo.
It's
Yeah.
funny you're talking about that. I actually was talking to a coworker today, and he's going to be getting into the business of just like, couple photos, wedding photos, all that stuff. I don't know if they're going to do videography, but they're more, photography based. And And what would you say is like your go-to brand?
For lenses or cameras, and because right now,
Yes.
when I first started shooting, I have my the Nikon, the D750, and I have a bunch of lenses for that, and so that's a DSLR. And now what I'm using is a Sony mirrorless 7AR4, and so I think ultimately it depends on the type of photography that you're trying to do to the brand that best fits that element as far as what you're doing.
Okay. That's what's up,
And
man.
so, like for instance, like for us, for like, because I do videography as well. Okay, I won't touch it. She's my soundboard person, right?
Oh, dude, I know. How many times I get daddy, no touch, daddy. Or my favorite one is when I just randomly take something away, she'll automatically go to daddy hit me. I'm like, no, I
That would never touch you.
did not hit you. And she'll, mommy, same thing. Mommy hit me. Oh. And I'm like, did mommy actually hit you? No. Okay.
Yeah. And so like, sorry, Lee. Leave it right there. Leave it right there. Not too much. Right there. Yeah, good job. So like right now where you're doing videography as well. And so with the Sony cameras, they offer like, for their cameras, they have a lot of low light sensitivity. So we can film and do photography in low light. And so that's what I like about the Sony brand that we're using now. As far as lenses, like go-to lenses that we use, the 85 millimeter and the 50 millimeter are just general all around lenses for photography. And then like for videos, you need to have like a wide angle lens, 24 to 70 millimeter, just to get that wide angle. But those are basically the three that we use all the time: the 85, 50 mil, 35, and then the 24 to 70.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, what is your favorite type of gig that you do? You say you're doing photography now, you do photos. What's like if you had to choose the thing that you enjoy doing the most, what's the thing that you enjoy the most with a photography business?
Mainly just creating content. Like when you have the pressure of trying to produce for like a wedding, when you have the pressure of trying to produce for a client, it puts the business aspect of it, and then it removes the fun part of it. Even though it is fun capturing it, it puts the extra pressure on you that sometimes you don't want, because it messes with your head and then it messes with your creativity. So when you're doing like stuff, so when I'm doing stuff for like content, just for like social media, for myself, for my friends, for my wife, it allows me to be in control of everything. And so it helps the creative mind. That's how I see it. It helps my creative mind to make the project flow and go to a certain direction.
That's cool. Yeah, I think it's funny because I think that the more I get to content creation, there's things I like to do, and then there's things I don't want to do. But then the funny part is like doing like a good example is like doing shorts for the podcast. I don't like doing that. I don't want to cut it down to TikToks. I like to make up new stuff. I don't want to make up old stuff, you know? And so it's still a struggle for me anyways, as I try to figure out that. So that's cool that you find that whole creative part of it the best part. But I think also it's because I'm doing the same thing as you would say with the photography. Is like I start thinking of it as a business. Like the more I create content for our podcast, the more people listen to it, blah, 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 you know? And so then I stop enjoying creating. It's just like right now, like creating all the different little pieces for it. That was fun because it was just me having fun. I wasn't worried about what it was doing. You know what I mean? So that's an interesting thought process.
Yeah, and it goes with like the whole like, you know, comparison thing is that you when you start putting the business part of it, and then you start looking at other wedding photographers, and then you're like, how are they making this content so it looks so easy to them? And it's that their niche, their passion could be that wedding photography, and they keep it that way, where your passion could be the content creation.
Yeah.
And so that's where the difference is. It's not necessarily that they're better than you. It's just that their passion is that wedding, whereas yours is a content creation. And it's just, you're trying to make it work on both ends.
Yeah, and it's funny because those things that you think, oh, that's seamless. It's like I was talking to a buddy this week, and he was like, "Yeah, so the way I did that one short is I spent my time on it, and then I said, how many more hours can I spend to make it better?" And then I did that over and over again until I said I can't do anymore. So it's like he spent like 5 hours on a 1 20-second clip. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it was like it looks dope, but people just don't realize that that's the kind of time those kind of things take, and it takes that kind of dedication. And it's like me, I just wanted to fix right now instead of move forward. But you're right, there's this little niche people that just enjoy doing those things. It's funny, especially as you were talking about comparisons. I imagine that's even crazier when it comes to bodybuilding, which is another thing you do, because that's even worse, because it's like, okay, this part of my body looks nothing like this person's part of my body. I bet that's hard too. Trey, how long have you been doing bodybuilding? Because man, those abs are looking shredded.
You can't see my abs because they're not there. It's more of a keg than a six-pack.
Okay.
But I do have something to look forward to, and that is my wedding. So I actually do plan on getting in shape, and at least losing 40 to 50 pounds. So
yeah.
that's my goal, because I hate the way I look, quite frankly. And Erin will tell me all day long that she loves the way I am, and that I don't have to change. I'm like, that's great, but I want to love myself.
I normally don't say this, but I'll say this one time for you and all our awesome listeners, is that when I got married, I definitely did shave my entire body.
Sheesh.
And I never did that again. Oh, he's back. And so I think there's that part of you. Oh, except my legs, but the top part. I shaved it all, and it was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. That was just too much work.
That's also insanely irritating when it grows back in. So.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know that was gonna be. I never done that before, and so yeah, that was
You probably didn't even talk to Melanie before doing it, did you?
No, I was trying to be smooth, literally.
Oh my gosh, I wish I had my soundboards. What you guys don't know is that I'd be popping off so many more soundboards right now. I had to uninstall Voice Mod, and I have to redo everything because it's jacked. So that's a sad day, but maybe my Stream Deck will work now, because it hates it. So
what's funny is I have a Stream Deck and I still don't use it. Well, actually, that's not true. I learned some cool edits in my
stop lying to me, Jason.
In my Cubase, and man, it has made my life so much easier using StreamYard as a little button, Stream Deck as a little button thing. Excuse me. But yeah, it's so interesting how those things work. And I mean, speaking of photographers, you're gonna be looking for a wedding photographer, or do you already have a hookup there?
I have a couple of people in mind, but I mean, if Gumaro's willing to
go to Kentucky,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, he's back. Maybe. We'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Man, what is that red thing? Is that the whatever tablet he was using at the time? It's just all lit up like there's just like an awesome LED, like
probably an iPad or something.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. But yeah, it's so crazy how it works, Trey. And it's like so many times I want to like get overwhelmed. Even like we were talking about this, like, I went to that Children's Music Network conference, and it was cool. I met, actually at this point, I know every single nominee for this year's Grammy for children's music, which is insane to like think about. I've actually personally met I met every single person except for the dude that I met. I didn't meet his mom, and his mom and him did the album together. So I guess I don't know her, but I know every single other person that is nominated for a Grammy in the children's music this year. And so that's insane. And that was one of the cool parts about going to the conference. And, I spent all this time on my video, and it just didn't work out to show it, which was crazy. But hey, it's what it is. I still got to rap in front of people. I still got to do this. I did this one set where I normally ask for numbers for everybody. Or numbers. I asked for words from everybody. This time what I did is I literally just named every single person that had performed before me. And there was like this 5-hour talent show, and it was the most. I had never seen so many talented people perform. You know how you do those talent shows, and it's like 10% of them are like good people, and the rest are just like people having fun, like at church conferences or church camps. This one, it was like just talent after talent after talent. And it was just like, this is insane. Like there was a point where there was like 6 Grammy winners on the same stage together. I was like,
that's crazy.
Come on, this is not fair. What's the point of this? But I got to use their names in the rap, and that was really cool. I have a full video of it. I actually had like a professional dude do it, not even knowing that he was doing it. So I have that. I need to go through and edit it, but it looks dope.
That's
But anyways,
sick, man.
Gumaro, you back here? We're stalling as much as we could.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I took her over there and she's back, so she had a little moment, but she's okay now.
Oh, dude, I totally understand. Again, there's days where my wife's like, "Yo, I'm not gonna be able to get home until after the podcast." I'm like, "Yeah, nope, I got it." Trey knows to deal with it, and that's how we go. But yeah, there's so many things. So when it comes to photography, is there anything else that you just go, "Man, I really love this," or anything that you're doing right now where you're just like, "This is a really cool project," or
with the whole photography thing, that kind of like put me into a position to where I started getting into the indie scene, filmmaking with CJ, and he gave me my first opportunity to experience that part of creation, and with that, he ended up connecting me with another director that's local in the Texas area, Central Texas area. And I ended up helping him with another project, doing sound. I'm not a sound guy. I'm not a sound engineer. And I did some interviews for CJ for the film, for the pre-production stuff. And so he gave me his name, and I contacted him. And then I told him straight up, I'm like, look, I'm not a sound guy. Like, the only experience I have is from creating the content that I do, and then the small stuff I did for CJ. And he was okay with it. He gave me a shot, and then we did a little short film, and it's been doing pretty good on the film festival circuit. I had quite a few nominations here in some of the festivals here local to Texas. So it kind of opened up the door to a whole other world that I was not used to, and I'm starting to do more projects in that. So that's where I'm trying to be more creative, keep my mind open to being a creative, not get those blocks, not do those comparisons, because ultimately you're the only person that's limiting yourself. And so once you get that mindset where you're like, this is possible, I can create stuff like that. They may have better equipment, may have more experience, but it's not going to stop me from trying. And then once you get that mindset, then it's basically the sky's the limit on that.
That's so cool. And I mean, it's so funny how just getting out and doing stuff sets you up for all these other cool things.
Yeah.
And, it's like so many things in my life worked out that way. So that's really cool. I mean, I said, and we at the show here love CJ and all the people that have to do those films. And so it's so cool to we got to hang out with Les. Like that guy is one cool dude. And so it's so many cool people that we've met throughout the times. So that's really cool, man. That's cool about the movie, about the getting different nominations. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, and then so you, as I said before, you've done a bunch of bodybuilding stuff. That's pretty cool. Do you still do it, or is that something you do all to this day?
Yeah, I still do it. Right now I'm in my. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Let me go take her to. She has to go potty real quick.
Yep, no stress. Trey, back to your bodybuilding. Are you working on your quads or your delts? What's your main focus?
I do a lot. I mean, when I was working out, I did a lot of. I guess I don't know if they were
Glutes. You just wanted
arm rows. I did
wanted that
leg
booty to
days.
pop.
I did.
understand.
What I would do is, if you guys notice, I'm actually ignoring what Jason's saying so I can get my point across. Mondays and Fridays were arm day. Tuesdays and Wednesdays were core, and Wednesdays were leg day. So I focused on everything throughout the week, and Saturdays and Sundays I took a break, and so to let everything heal. And I would be running all throughout the week. As you can see, I've not been doing that. And also ate a lot healthier when I was doing that too. And quite frankly, I used to be on a diet. It wasn't a diet. It was a health plan, and I would eat 5 times a day, every 2.5 hours, and I dropped weight like crazy. And it wasn't. It was the increments of what I was eating because there were smaller portions, and there were every 2.5 hours, and I was eating good food. It doesn't necessarily always matter that you're eating bad food. It's the amount of bad food that you're eating. It's the calories. It's the fat intake. It's the sugar intake. Um, but yeah, no, I dropped weight like crazy, and it was really, really, really nice. And I gained it all back and more. So I need to get back on that health plan and have that become my lifestyle for the rest of my life, so that I can shave that weight off and keep it off.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
Get wrecked, Jason.
Yeah, well, yeah. Again, I used to be a powerlifter, so I used to have lots of muscles, and now I have some calves.
In all the wrong places.
Yeah,
just kidding.
But
joking.
yeah, so you said now it's your time for what?
So I'm still doing the bodybuilding. Right now I'm in a bulk and face. Basically, I just came off a competition, and we're trying to improve on what the judges gave us to improve on. And so the process started about a year ago. It started about a year ago, back in July. And I started at 195 pounds. And when competition in August, I ended up being at 141 pounds on stage.
Wow.
So I lost all that weight. We came up with a game plan over the year to progressively drop in weight by keep maintaining muscle. And a lot of it had to do with just nutrition, the weight training, cardio, and doing that. I ended up having a coach to help me with that, and I still have a coach now. But yeah, it's been a long process. It's been a journey.
Is this something you've always wanted to do? Was that
No.
kind of bodybuilding?
No, I kind of fell into it. And
No, I'm sorry. How do you fall into bodybuilding? Me and Trey are not falling into bodybuilding.
We're falling, but not
Yeah.
into bodybuilding.
Maybe into booty building. Back in the booty day. I don't know what.
doing squats.
You know,
How do you fall into bodybuilding?
So my wife, she's like a catalyst to everything that I do, and she's a pro bikini competitor, and so just that lifestyle, kind of being around her athletic lifestyle. I'm not saying I was never athletic, because I was an athlete in school, did the military for a while, and so it's not new to me. It's just I never dedicated time and money to it, so it never was something that I did. And so seeing her go through that made me want to do the same. But also, I'm 40 something years old. I wasn't at a healthy weight, had a few scares here and there, and then I have a 2-year-old, like you guys can see, and so I want to be able to be there for her as I get older. So some of that had a lot of play in it, and so that's what made the decision to start losing weight, start getting in shape, and then ultimately, during that journey, decided like, okay, let me get on stage and compete. Let me see if I can push myself to that level where I can go up there and do that. And that's how I ended up falling into it.
It's funny. There's a part of it with me that was like, I would never do that. But then I'm like, as a kid, I always wanted to be a wrestler. So being in front of people in my underwear has always been something I guess I always wanted to do. But I just never thought of it. Just say it, dude. When I was a wrestler, I wanted to be a wrestler, Trey. Don't you start me.
Yeah.
But it's funny because being a bodybuilder, you're out there and everything's showing. You know what I'm saying? But you have to show. Oh my gosh, bless you. And but you're still doing the thing, and I think that's cool. Do you ever find yourself editing your own photos? You're just like, oh yeah, look at that guy, so nice.
So when I went to do my competition, my friend who does photography and videography with me, he went with me, and he ended up taking some of those shots, and then he did some of the edits, and then he did send me some of the files to do it myself. But here's a funny thing: as a photographer, you never have photos of yourself. it's hard to find
Yeah.
a photo where you're in it or you're the main subject of it.
Yeah.
I went through my catalog the other day because somebody asked me for a photo of me, and I think out of the thousands and thousands of photos I have, I had like 4.
Yeah. That's funny. No, it's true. All those things are for other people. You know, you're not thinking about the things for you. So it's funny how that goes. Well,
All right. Yep. You got
yeah.
it. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's that time. It's time for me to actually do this song. I think. Do you think I should do the song, Trey? Is that what I should do?
Yeah.
Or should I do the new bit? I'm gonna do a creative dance, interpretive dance of what we did.
I will leave.
Oh, you don't want that. So it is now time for a rap.
Let's get it.
What I'm going to do, Guillermo, is I'm going to actually make everything. I'm going to talk about everything we talked about, mainly your kid interrupting the podcast, into a rap.
I apologize. We need to. We have to do another show because it was. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. We've, you know what? We've had worse interviews. You're totally
It's
fine.
mainly Jason's kids that come out of nowhere.
They just hijack the whole show. They're just like, yo. But yeah, so is there so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make up a song about everything we talked about. Is there anything that you would like me to add into the song, or like you me focus on any words you'd like to add? Again, if yeah.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. You got it. I got it. Don't touch it, Daddy. You got it. And if you're watching, which there's one person, you can go into the comments and put in a word, and that word will get you onto the rap. So just put one word in the comments. This would be the time if you're gonna share it to your friends, share it right now. Say, hey, add a word to the rap. He's gonna make up a song right now. Ooh, we should do that, Trey. We should really make it a point to share at this point of the show. I didn't ever think about that. That's fun. Anyways, so yep, I'm gonna turn this all into a song. Trey, it's your time to ask questions.
All right, Gumaro. So, do you have a stage name or a nickname that somebody gave you back in the day, or do you have another name that you go by?
I have 2. One in my military, I was called Ramrod.
What is it?
Ramrod.
Ramrod.
And then another one that I have for my gaming is Clanging and Banging.
Clanging and Banging. So which one do you prefer?
You can go
First or
Clanging and
second?
Banging.
Clanging and Banging. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right. Jason, are you ready to go?
1 second. All right, I'm ready to go. Oh no, she's crying. She was just tickling him, and now she's crying again.
All right, let's get it.
Yo, it's DJ Sound Effects, Clanging and Banging, and Skeptosaurus on the mic. Let's get
Clang, bang, I rap a gang, looking for the people like I'm rapping this way, and we know that you can't touch that, daddy. Knew that I was gonna look back and then I ride it. Only if I did what I'm doing, I getting gone. I'm writing songs, I'm yelling out loud, I overcome. Oh, and now I know sometimes we gotta be. At least he's being a good dad, taking care of his baby. That's so cool. I was thinking that I'm crazy. I would like mashed potatoes and then gravy. Only if I get down, sit like Kingdom Hearts. I know sometimes I gotta make the kingdom start, but now I'm tripping because I'm sitting like this. Oh, what am I doing? Because I'm standing in the abyss like Trey's jellyfish shirt that he has on. If I was rapping till the break, to the one dawn, I'm no bodybuilder. I gotta fill my glutes. I gotta wait for my people, and now I do what I do. I got one keg, no 6-pack. I gotta react only if I'm better than that. He's in the photos sitting back, logo, but now we gotta break that and show though. Now I gotta say, this is all the same. Like he's in the mirror of the night with Sherlock Holmes.
Slowing it down.
Beats. Only if he can't. Running down. He was looking ill. Run around. He made it all like he gotta be profound. He likes that content building like it's gonna be the sound. He doesn't care if he has another job to that he's gonna make it down, but he's so cool. He doesn't need to do no weddings for this. He just want to make his content and reminisce. He goes down, get it gone through. Sitting there at marathons looking so cool. Only if he got his little 2-year-old true. She's just screaming out, don't touch that daddy dude. And he's going to lose it because he don't understand it all. You got to flip it back and now I got to rip the fall. And sometimes I don't even know. I make these videos and then nobody watches them, bro. But that's okay. I feel this pain. I'm gonna soar high to the sky anyway as I mess up my microphone. I gotta rap the zone, looking for my people, then I know I'm all alone and I'm tripping. Sitting here like I gotta be Kirby and now I gotta fear. Now I can't cheer. Better than the light. Only if I gotta sit here, then that's right. But that's okay. Trey and congrats on the companion. Keep the rap on. And only if I can't get it done back and you're gonna get married and that's amazing like that. Well, I get to rap at the wedding is the real question. Like
You said what?
Will I be rapping at the wedding?
I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
No, you're fine.
If you,
Right,
I mean, if you can get down here, we'll see.
Oh.
We'll see.
I'll make it happen for that. Don't you start with me.
Oh
Anyways.
man, good stuff, man. Congratulations. That was dope, sick, nasty. I hope we entertained you, Gumaro.
Yeah, y'all did great. I hope my 2-year-old.
It happens, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
That is really cool. And again, thank you so much for talking about it. Again, I'm sorry you weren't fully focused. Again, been there, done that. You know, I have a year of practice in that situation. So, but as you hear right now, the crying is happening right behind me. I didn't do it, I promise. But thank you so much, guys, for watching the show. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're listening to us on Spotify or anywhere that you listen to your podcast, please tell people about it. Listen to it again. If you want to come see us live every Monday at 5 p.m. CST in most situations, we have a live show on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitch. So we might even join Kick. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But there are so many things that we can do. We want to have y'all, be it if you want to be able to check out information on us, go to flowsforyou.com. If you want us to do a birthday party for you, where we just do this fun thing, go to flowsforyou.com. Check that out. We offer that party service. We do festivals throughout the country and have a great time where we make up songs for kids and for adults and for everyone's songs to be made up about. I know I added a bunch of new stuff, Trey. And also, if you're looking for the website, make sure you go to flowsforyou.com, which was made by...
There you go.
Yeah, I know, I did it. Which is made by nomadweb.design. So if you're looking for a website, make sure you check that out. Trey, what am I forgetting?
Yes, if you guys would like to be on our show, make sure that you come to it. And you have to watch it first before you can be a guest, because you need to be acquainted with all the show's craziness going on. So please go to flowsforyou.com and hit us up. You can also hit us up on Facebook. And honestly, that's our best way of reaching out to us. Cherry Stoneberger or Jason Riley or Scott Dove. Hit us up. We'd love to have you on the show. And right now, Gumaro, we didn't give you a plug. We'd love to give you a plug since we're done with all of our stuff. We're going to give you the full screen. You have 10 to 15 seconds to tell people who you're about, what you're about, and where people can find you.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, so I'm Gumaro Ramirez. So I'm a photographer, content creator. You can find me on Instagram at the Hubby Photography, or the other Instagram is JG Media Texas. That's where we post most of our work for video and photo. I'm a gamer. I'm a content creator. That's about it.
Good stuff, man. We almost have to have like a full podcast of just content creating and gaming. I would love to have you back on doing that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm all about. What's your favorite game?
So I play Apex a lot.
Oh, okay.
And I used to play Call of Duty, but ever since Apex came out, and I usually just play that. I'm an avid gamer from like Nintendo, Sega Genesis,
Sure.
Super NES. I have all kinds of experience, but for whatever reason, those battle royales, and I think a lot of it has to do with the intensity and the gameplay of it, and the chaos. I thrive in the chaos. So it's kind of like a peace. It gives you a peace, and it's kind of weird to say that, but it does.
It's that serotonin and dopamine coursing through your veins. But that's cool, man. That's super sick. Jason, is it that time?
Yes. So now you're gonna get to be Trey's therapist. You get to make up questions for him. You get 3 questions. If you have any problems coming up with something, just ask me. I'll do it. And then we'll be done with this. Once we end the show, stay on. We want to thank you for being on the show, but thank you everybody else for checking us out. We hope to see you next week. Well, here we are at Trey's therapy session. Trey, you have a special guest today, and here he is. Here's his first question as soon as he fixes his mic.
Dr. Ramirez, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for having me on the with your session today. I thought you were really booked.
Oh no, I was I canceled all my appointments once I saw you on board.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So what we have going on today?
I don't know. I was here because I need some questions asked of me, apparently.
So why purple? It's like, why purple?
You know, that's a great question, and quite frankly, I don't think anyone's ever asked me that question.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry,
to be 1,000% honest. For some reason, when I was younger, I always liked different colors. It was always either blues, greens, or somewhere in between. And purple just, I don't know, it was just one shirt that I had. It was the skull with like a whole bunch of like, basically boom boxes that made a skull. And I have since grown out of that shirt because that was many moons ago. And it was just so like this deep purple, and I really liked the shirt. And then from then on, I really liked the combination of purple and teal because that was one of my first pairs of Supras. Rest in peace to that brand of shoes. And it was purple and teal. I really liked the shoe, and it just spun out from there, man.
Does it tie to any childhood cartoons as far as the color purple?
I thought you were gonna say traumas. Cartoons.
Did you watch He-Man?
Yeah, I did.
So the main villain's color was purple.
Skeletor.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I did watch He-Man. Skeletor. Barney's also purple. What is it? What was her name? One of the purple Teletubbies.
Grimace. Grimace is purple.
Grimace is purple.
you-
I'm trying to. Go ahead.
Do you believe any of these characters had influence in your choosing of this color?
Oh, maybe I'm trying to mask the fact of how many of those characters haunted me, and I'm trying to put purple in a better light, so that it's a more positive outlook rather than a haunting outlook when I watch cartoons. I don't know.
There you go. The truth is, I just think that you're just trying to hide that you want to be Skeletor.
Exactly.
You know, he's got some great memes popping off. I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for checking out the show. We'll see you next week. Trey, I can't wait for you to find out about who our guest is next week.
Okay.
He runs the Horror Network. I'm saying the scary horror, if that makes any sense.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah. So,
Yes, and
yeah, no, you're gonna love it. So, but anyways, I found him on TikTok, and I'm so excited to have him on the show. And so that's gonna be fun stuff. And thank you again, Guillermo, for being on the show. And
what's his name, Jason?
I messed it up again. I'm sorry, Guillermo.
No,
It's fine,
that's
it's all
not
good.
it either.
Gumaro. There it is.
Yeah, there you go. It's all good.
It.
Gilmoro del Toro.
But thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next week. And Trey.
Yes. Right before I go, Gumaro, you've been an amazing guest. Thank you for coming on. I would love to have you back on soon. yes, we'd love to talk about gaming and content creating and all that entails. But until next time, guys, flows for you, flows for you.
This is what we do now. This is what we do.
We love you guys. Take care. Have a good night.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This